Now, Walmart likes to brag about how they are becoming more green. Now, they can brag all they like, and this is basically called greenwashing because they're not really doing much in that effect. But the guy who's going to help them out now, of course, is President Barack Obama. He's in California, mainly doing fundraising. So sad that we have our president running around begging people for money, that's the system we've set up. Anyway, so he's got to go beg people in Northern California because they have a ton of money there. He was out here in LA doing the same before. In this case, he's going to go to a local Walmart and talk about how they're doing a great job of converting more to green energy. Now, he's got commitments from more than 300 companies and local and state governments to use more solar energy technology. That's a good thing. Now, out of those 300 places, there's a lot of places you could have made this announcement, as he did today. It didn't have to be at Walmart. Now, there's a lot of reasons why it is at Walmart. They want to emphasize about, how they're helping add jobs, but going more to green. Marissa Mayer, who he met with, who is the head of Yahoo, is also on the board of Walmart. There was a lot of, in their heads, political wins here. Now, a lot of people aren't seeing it that way. They're very upset about this because they think Walmart, in fact, is not doing much. And look, the White House says that they chose them because they are committed to doubling the number of solar energy projects at their stores, at Sam's Clubs, and at distribution centers. They haven't done it yet, but they're committed to it. Now, I'm going to show you in a second why doubling that number is not that great. Now, before I do that, let me show you Robert Reich. He's the former Labor Secretary under President Clinton, and he was livid about this. Here's what he wrote on Facebook. First of all, he titled it, "Department of Ill-Advised Photo Opportunities." Tomorrow, President Obama is scheduled to do a press event at Walmart store in Mountain View, California, to highlight the company's purported energy efficiency, according to the White House. What numbskull in the White House arranged this, he asks. Walmart may be one of the retail industry's leaders in the use of renewable energy in its stores, but its greenhouse emissions grew 2% last year to nearly 500,000 metric tons. Now, that's pretty strong language from a former Labor Secretary to call the people at the White House numbskulls. Let's see if they earned it. So he goes on to say, Walmart is one of the nation's largest and worst employers. They have low wages, unreliable hours, few benefits, and they have discrimination against women, and they're also anti-union. Now, if you're a Democratic president, that might not be the company that you really highlight and commend and do a photo opportunity at. So those are other problems that Walmart have, and they are significant. But on the issue of solar energy, are they really getting that much better? Well, again, as I said, some people claim that when you go to appear to be doing an environmental push and you do marketing based on that, but you're really not doing much about it, it's called greenwashing, right? And is Walmart hence the mean green machine? Well, let's go back to Robert Reich for a second. He says, its greenhouse emissions grew 2% last year to nearly 500,000 metric tons, and it lags badly behind other large companies on renewable power. Now, the second half of that sentence really struck me. So I wanted to see, well, is that true? Where do they stand? Now, if it turns out that they stand pretty well on this issue, you can say, hey, look, they do have those other issues, but that's for another day. And today, you want to talk about what they're doing right. Now, if they don't stand well, then why in the world are they doing this photo op in the first place? So let's show you the numbers. So some companies actually do great. For example, Whole Foods, much credit to them. Green power as a percentage of their total electricity use is 107%. They create more green electricity than they use. So all the credit to Whole Foods. And there's some other great ones here. Kohl's Department Stores is at 105%. Staples is at 102%. Oh, God bless Staples. Look at that. That's terrific. Starbucks is at 70%. Okay. So where is Walmart? 4%. This is the big thing we're bragging about? That 4% of their energy comes from green power? Oh, wow. I didn't know this. They're planning on doubling it all the way up to 8% in a number of years. Wow, I'm really impressed. I'm glad you gave him that photo op. Why don't you go to a Starbucks? There's plenty in California. They're at 70%. Better yet, go to a Whole Foods. And by the way, I know the politics of the CEO of Whole Foods. We've covered it on the show before. I don't agree with him on a lot of things. But on this, he's doing a good job. Why don't you highlight that? Because Walmart is politically connected. And that's why they do this. They don't give a damn about green energy. All they want is some sort of political games here. There's donations going back and forth. But Democrats being what they are, let me show you the political donations of Walmart. Because in reality, of course, what do? they give a lot more money to people who are terrible on the environment. They will give more money to people who want to approve the Keystone XL pipeline. People who want to block EPA from regulating greenhouse gases get a ton of money from Wal-Mart, and more than average. And they want to continue subsidies on oil and offshore drilling. If you're a politician that's in favor of that, you're going to get more money from Wal-Mart than people who are opposed to that. Okay, so why do this? Because that's who President Obama is. Like, people get shocked and chagrined every time. The guy's a Republican. He's going to help a Republican company like Wal-Mart, and he's going to highlight that they're going from this much in greenhouse gases to this much, okay? I mean, I should say green energy, right? Greenhouse gases, they have a lot more help. One other possible reason that President Obama did that is because Wal-Mart has made a 4% change, and that is the exact number that President Obama loves, about 4% change. That's what he thinks is real change you can believe in. He's like, ooh, Walmart's doing the same thing I am, giving them 4% change and then pretending I did a great job. I should go right there right now.